So a few weeks ago, we went over how to graph linear functions on the coordinate plane. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check that video out. So if you remember, in order to graph a linear function, we first need ordered pairs. But what if we had an equation like this? This is called a linear equation. Now, you might be thinking, how are we going to graph this? There are no ordered pairs that we can use. Well, what if I told you that you can make your own ordered pairs using this equation? And how are you supposed to do that? Well, that's what we're going to be doing in this video. First, we need to learn about slope-intercept form, the standard form of a linear equation. The slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. The y in this equation stands for, well, the y-axis of the coordinate plane, and the x stands for the x-axis. Pretty simple. And then we have these two variables over here, m and b. The m in this equation stands for the slope of this function. If you don't know what the slope is, go ahead and check out my other video on finding the slope of a function. Finally, the b stands for the y-intercept. What is the y-intercept? Well, the y-intercept is the y-coordinate in which the line passes straight through the y-axis. Now, let's say we have this equation here, y equals 2x plus 1. First, we have to create a table like this. The table must include a row for the x-axis and the y-axis. Now, we could pretty much substitute any number as the x-coordinate and then use the equation to find the y-coordinate. Let's say we have 1 as the x-coordinate. The y-coordinate will be 2 times 1 plus 1, which is 3. Then we can make this into an ordered pair. Next, let's substitute x as 2. Then y will be 2 times 2 plus 1, which will be 5. And that's the next ordered pair. Now, we can use what we know about graphing ordered pairs to graph the function. At the end, it should look something like this. Now, let's say that our equation isn't in slope-intercept form. How are we going to solve it then? Well, we can convert it into the correct term. Let's say we have this equation right here. Y minus 3x equals 3. How do we convert it into slope-intercept form? Well, we could use the inverse operations method to rearrange the terms in this equation. Since we need y on its own on one side of the equation, we need to move negative 3x to the other side. And we can do that by adding 3x to the other side. By doing so, the equation will be y equals 3x plus 3. Luckily, this is in slope-intercept form, which means we can now graph this. Let's get our chart back. First, let's substitute x as 0, so y will be 3 times 0 plus 0, which is 3. If x is 1, y will be 3 times 1 plus 3, which is 6. We can use these ordered pairs to graph the function on the coordinate plane. And the final function should look something like this. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned something new. And if you have any questions, be sure to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. Other than that, see you in the next video.